Military training rigorously assesses the physical and mental fortitude of individuals who enlist. This essential process ensures that those entering the military are adequately equipped to face whatever challenges may lie ahead. However, certain exercises within this training regimen can be exceptionally demanding, leaving no margin for error or surrender. These drills are intentionally designed to test recruits to their limits, pushing them beyond what they believed possible. The military is not an endeavour for the faint of heart. It demands unwavering dedication to excellence and relentless hard work from all who participate. This video is going to explore 5 brutal military exercises in today's world. From extreme physical and psychological tests to intense survival simulations, soldiers must prove their strength and resilience to be successful. So, get ready as we explore this truly epic exercise. Number 1. The Mud Run. The UK Royal Marines are another military unit to be feared. This elite Special Operations Force is renowned for its courage and strength, often being called upon to complete the most dangerous of missions. Becoming a part of this highly respected group requires passing an intense 32-week training course, which includes a wide range of challenges that push recruits to their utmost limits. One of the most arduous parts of the Royal Marine training course occurs in its 5th week, known as Hell. Recruits must complete an exhausting series of exercises with little sleep or breaks until they pass all tests. Trainees are pushed further than they've ever thought possible to prove their worthiness as a Royal Marine by facing extreme exhaustion and physical punishment. The UK Royal Marines Mud Run is one of the most intense military exercises. It's grueling yet exciting military designed to test the strength and endurance of even the toughest participants. This intense 10-mile course takes place of the undulating English countryside. It stretches over an obstacle-filled terrain made worse by thick mud pits, deep swamps, and other physically demanding obstacles. Participants crawl through mud pits, wandering in deep water and lifting trunks and boats. Besides the challenging terrain, recruits carry heavy rucksacks full of equipment for added difficulty. This challenge is designed to test the ability of the recruits to stay calm under pressure and remain focused on completing the mission despite fatigue and exhaustion. The goal is for all participants to finish within 3 hours or less, making this one of the most extreme tests of physical and mental fortitude in competitive military training. The grueling exercise requires competitors to be in peak physical conditions with strong core muscles and upper body strength that can help them traverse various obstacles. It requires strength in both body and mind. Competitors must endure an exhausting physical workout and navigate their way around this terrain. By completing this challenging obstacle course, participants gain valuable experience in teamwork, communication skills, problem-solving techniques, resilience, and discipline. All essential qualities for any successful soldier or officer in today's armed forces. Number 2. The Road to Heaven. Taiwan's Marine course Road to Heaven as the final stage of a grueling 10-week amphibious training program. Those successful in completing this course are in a coveted spot in the special forces of Taiwan's military, the renowned Marine Corps. This intense program focuses on physical and psychological endurance tests, with each exercise designed to test and strengthen the candidate's resolve and readiness for battle. The Road to Heaven is one of the most intense military training exercises. It requires soldiers to go from a standing position into a planking position in one swift drop, landing with both elbows on the ground. It looks challenging, yet it's essential for proper body conditioning and strength building. Afterwards, recruits start crawling through sharp rocks on their bare chest, shoulders, and knees. They traverse a path with 10 different stopping points and performing an exercise at each one. They must complete a specific task at each spot before moving on to the next point along the path. Commanders might ask them to repeat the process if they're not pleased. Recruits must repeat the same drill over and over until it's completed perfectly, no matter how long it takes. Family and friends are invited to cheer and encourage these recruits. This extreme exercise demonstrates the toughness required of Taiwanese soldiers. The purpose is to build mental fortitude by pushing them beyond their physical limits. Those who can complete the challenge will gain immense pride in their accomplishments and respect from their peers. Moreover, it also serves as a form of team building that allows recruits to bond under tremendous pressure. Ultimately, this experience will shape them into better warriors, ready to take on any mission or challenge they may face in battle. Number 3. Hand grenade hot potato. The first military drill we're looking at is the hand grenade hot potato exercise, which requires soldiers to pass a live grenade from one person to another at increasingly faster speeds. It involves members of the unit standing in a circle while they take turns passing the grenade until a timer stops, and one of them throws the grenade into a ditch. Afterward, they take cover by jumping away from the ditch face down. As the pressure mounts, so does the intensity and danger level, because the soldiers must remain focused as the timer counts down. This drill requires immense concentration and skill, as the slightest hesitation could be disastrous for everyone involved. Additionally, it teaches each soldier how to react quickly and decisively in times of emergency when seconds count. It also emphasizes the importance of accuracy and teamwork when under pressure, all skills necessary for effective combat situations. In 2012, the Chinese military was thrust into the international spotlight after a video clip surfaced of the internet showing them participating in this exercise. The footage depicted members of China's People's Liberation Army, PLA, throwing a live grenade back and forth in a game of hot potato. Thankfully, it's a relief that no casualties were recorded from this intense training session. It's just one of many that the Chinese military uses to prepare its forces for battle. These exercises are intended to build strength, endurance, and resilience among its troops. This way, they can better handle real combat situations when needed. Number 4. Breaking concrete with head. For centuries, militaries around the world have employed various tactics to train their soldiers in preparation for war. In East Asia, these tactics can often seem extreme, such as Chinese and South Korean soldiers using their heads to break concrete blocks. Soldiers from the People's Liberation Army PLA of China and South Korea's armed forces take part in this exercise to toughen them for real battlefield scenarios. The soldiers must only use their heads to smash through 5 to 10-inch thick concrete blocks without any protective gear or padding. In 2012, 2 videos went viral on the internet showing images of military training. The first video showed Chinese soldiers standing in line and breaking bricks with their heads as part of their training routine. Similarly, the second video portrays the South Korean army performing the same exact exercise with bricks. This form of training was designed to build physical strength and mental toughness in recruits, and is part of a set of brutal military exercises still in use today. Both videos sparked a debate online about the merits and drawbacks of such extreme exercises for military personnel. While some argued that these measures were necessary for developing strong soldiers of facing any challenge, others took issues with their brutality or lack of safety precautions during these drills. Whatever side you're on, it's clear that some of these countries still employ unusual methods when preparing troops for battle. The goal of breaking concrete with the head is quite straightforward. An individual must use their forehead to break a block of concrete within a certain number of attempts. While this may seem impossible, some soldiers have mastered this skill and can complete it in just one try. Achieving this aim requires intense concentration and proper technique. Any wrong move can cause severe injury or even death. However, those who master this exercise are rewarded with great respect from their peers for their determination and strength. In China, it's common practice for trainees to prove their strength by breaking clay plates and concrete blocks with their head, part of a martial arts exercise that involves punching and kicking solid objects. While it may seem like an extreme way to toughen a soldier's body and spirit, Chinese officials claim that this exercise increases the power of concentration and builds physical strength. Number 5. Shot to the chest. The Russian Special Purpose Forces, or Specialmas, are some of the most feared soldiers in the world. They endure extreme physical and psychological training to prepare them for the dangers they may face in the battlefield. However, one of the most severe and brutal training exercises they undergo is called shot to the chest. This exercise was first used in the Soviet Union as part of survival training during World War II, but has continued to this day in Russian military. It involves recruits being shot in the chest with 7.62mm bullets from a close distance, and shot to the chest cadets or soldiers are lined up and shot with live ammunition from close range. All participants must wear a bulletproof vest, but there's still experience of violent impact from being hit with live rounds. This exercise gives them a taste of what it's like to be under fire. Besides, they must maintain a steady stance despite feeling a powerful impact on their chest. It desensitized trainees so they can remain focused and calm under fire and perform their duties without hesitation and battle. It simulates a crucial part of combat, understanding how to react when bullets start flying in their direction. This training has been described as an effective way of preparing soldiers for combat situations because it instills fearlessness and courage in recruits while teaching them how to stay focused and responsive during dramatic events. In a subsequent drill, trainees are to aim and shoot at multiple cardboard targets while being pushed and shoved around by trainers. This scenario simulates a chaotic battlefield environment where trainees must remain focused on their target despite distractions. Trainers will shout commands and insults at the trainee during the exercise, making it difficult for them to stay focused or hitting their targets. In addition, they may be sprayed with water or subjected to other forms of physical abuse as part of the drill. Recruits have to think quickly and strategically of how to adapt their shooting accuracy despite physical hindrances by trainers. Besides, trainers often encourage dynamic movement and mental agility when targeting objects while experiencing distractions. The goal of this drill is competition-like pressure that mimics real combat situations where an individual must shoot accurately while being subjected to chaotic environments and external disturbances. By undergoing this training, soldiers learn how to keep their composure in chaotic situations while completing their mission successfully. As such, this military exercise has one of the most demanding and daunting training regimens soldiers undergo to prepare for combat scenario. In another exercise, for example, soldiers must make a difficult decision whether or not to fire at human targets standing alongside cardboard cutouts. In an even higher stakes version of this drill, real humans are placed immediately adjacent to the dummy targets. So if soldiers miss, they get real people. This exercise will test a soldier's marksmanship skills and ability to decide when it's appropriate to shoot and when it's not, something that can mean life or death in combat situations. What do you think? Tell us in the comments section below.